Okay, so, what is our next point, Greg?
Share your dreams and aspirations.
That's a
So-
good one.
My dream is to go to Italy
Nice.
and see the Vatican, say.
Right,
Or my dream is to climb this mountain,
right. Mount Everest.
or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, a dream or aspiration.
Right,
That's something you could even put in your headline if you want.
yeah, yeah, that's great. So share your dreams and aspirations.
Right.
Okay,
The also too, which is important, be honest about what you're looking for. Are you looking for a long-term relationship?
oh, that's very important.
Casual?
That, yes. So are you looking to marry someone?
Right.
Are you looking for, someone to marry? Are you looking for casual dating? So casual dating, I guess, would consist of you go out with someone, but you could go out with other people?
Right.
That's casual?
Right, if you go out with someone who wants to casually date, then you can't get angry when you're at a restaurant and you see him or her with somebody else.
Okay,
Because
Okay.
that person was saying, hey, I'm only searching for a casual.
okay. That's a very good point.
And I think older people are probably not looking for casual. I think they're looking more for a serious relationship.
Right, companionship.
Which
and-
is the most important, I think, is what they're looking for.
Right, I think you're right about that. Because if I like someone, I don't want to see them in a restaurant with some other woman. But that's me. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe some people are okay with that. Depends on what you like, I guess.
Right, and you don't have to, you could do it like this here. I took this down with my research. It said, I had an intensive, demanding career. Now I'm retired and I'm looking for a serious relationship, someone to spend time with and indulge in my interest of sailing.
Oh,
Boats.
nice, nice.
So you could frame it that way, what you're looking for,
Right.
serious, casual.
Right, absolutely. No, that's a good point. So you should be specific on what kind of relationship you are looking for when you're doing a profile.
Right. You could say, be honest. I'm coming out of a terrible divorce.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm only looking for something casual.
Right,
Okay, that's good.
right. Because then
It's
if
honest.
you just want casual, then you're open to meeting other people as well.
Right.
But when you want a serious relationship, then I guess you should be happy with the person you're with. So yeah, that would make sense.
I know you've done this in your other video,
Yes,
but find the right dating site.
yes. So what I did was I put a video out there a while ago on all the different dating sites. For example, I mentioned Match.com, which I think is the number one.
Yeah, in terms of, I think, numbers.
In numbers, right. And then I mentioned, for example, Silver Singles. I mentioned a whole bunch. Oh yeah, eHarmony, Outtime, Date My Age, Elite Singles. I think that's the one that you pay. But anyway, I have a video up that you could refer to on all the different dating sites, and I mentioned a description about each site. So you need to really pick a site that you think is comfortable for your individual needs and wants. Because maybe Match might be a good site for you, but maybe, somebody else wants Silver Singles or whatever.
And some of these sites have fewer members. You have to be cognizant of that.
Right,
Because if you have much smaller number of members, you might then have to expand your range in terms of miles, how far you want the person to be.
Right, that's a good point as well. Because you have to let them know how far of a range you're willing to go out with this person.
Right, and especially if you're in a suburban area. If you're
Right.
in Boston, well, everything's condensed.
Right,
So, you're a million people are
right,
right within 25 miles.
Right.
30 miles from
Exactly.
if you're living in Boston.
right, right,
But if you're in the suburbs, it's important to say, well, if you put, I only want within 10 miles.
right.
Well, then you're excluding a lot of people.
You're really putting yourself in a box and you're exactly excluding a lot of other options.
See, what I would put is 50 to 75
Right.
because you can meet halfway for a date.
Right, you could go to Portsmouth, you could go to Boston, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
You can meet halfway, so it maybe if the person's 50 miles from you, you're only traveling 25
Right.
miles to meet somebody.
right,
And eventually, if it works out, you'll probably be spending time at her house or his
yeah,
house.
absolutely. Right, if it becomes more serious.
Right, I mean, you travel 30 miles to go to a restaurant. You certainly
Right.
can travel 30 miles to go
To
on a date.
see someone you like.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband used to travel from where he lived, Pelham Bay, to Brooklyn. If you like somebody, you do it. You travel, But again, it's what you feel comfortable doing,
The only problem comes is as you get older, you might have physical issues where your eyesight and
Yes, that's another,
then you really can't drive 50 miles to see somebody.
Right.
And you have to make the range smaller.
right, right.
But my feeling, when I did 50 miles.
Yeah, no, perfect.
So for where we live, within 50 miles, I incorporate the suburbs of Boston,
Right, absolutely. Right.
which is a populated
And you
area.
can also just go down 2 miles, take Amtrak, you're right in Boston in an hour. You don't even have to drive to somebody in Boston. It's that close.
I would even date a woman who lives in Boston. I would
Absolutely.
take the train, the bus,
Right,
or drive there.
absolutely.
And if I like the person, I'll stay over
Right,
1 or 2 days.
right, exactly.
And then she could stay 1 or 2 days
Right,
over.
I think it's great.
Where it becomes really like long distance is if your boyfriend is in, say, Florida and you live in Boston.
Does
That-
that really work?
That
won't-
doesn't, it really doesn't
I
work.
don't know.
Well, we had one person in our development
Right,
who was dating, he left San Diego to come here.
Right.
And he had a girlfriend.
right,
And he was trying to make the long distance relationship work. And she was flying out here. He was flying out here.
yeah, it's not
And-
the same.
And then they realized it wasn't gonna work. Either they live near each other in the same city
Or break up,
or break up.
right?
So he chose to leave and he lives in San Diego.
And he married her.
And he married her.
Good for them.
See, she couldn't move because she had a business.
Right, right,
So that's what happened when you have a long distance relationship. One person has to say, okay, I'm gonna move over where my
Right.
boyfriend or girlfriend is.
I mean, in any relationship, whether it be a friendship, a romantic relationship, there's got to be compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not always going to get things your way. We all want our way, but it doesn't work when you are in a couple. You have to,
See, what it is if you live in a rural area, you're gonna have to really expand your range.
right,
If you live somewhere in Iowa,
yeah,
you might have to expand your range to 100 miles.
yeah, right,
And even then, maybe 100 miles doesn't even have many people.
yeah.
When
Right,
you're in a city, it's easier
right,
because you have so many people in a small geographical area.
right, right. No, that's good. That's a good point.
And another thing we didn't touch upon,
Yeah,
I think maybe skirted it, was be honest in the sense of, I'm divorced, I've
Right,
never been married,
right.
I have children.
What your status is.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like me personally, I don't want a woman who has children, little children living in the home.
Right. You want adult children
I want adult children out of the house.
out of the house.
So I don't want to find out on the first date or second
She's
date,
got a 3-year-old.
yeah, she was a 3-year-old living at home.
No. No, absolutely, that's a good point as well. Be specific on your status, whether you are separated, and if you're separated, they should tell you that too, because that means they're not divorced.
Right.
And that means, show me that you have a divorce document that says you're divorced, and then come back later. I'm just joking, but I'm just being silly. But you know what I mean, like, be honest. If you're divorced, if you're separated, I'm joking, but I'm serious. If they're just separated, then they should be telling the other person. Because they're out there, Greg.
Oh yeah, you're married and they're putting
Right,
profile,
okay,
looking for a
so-
mistress.
yeah,
They're
right.
not gonna say that,
Right,
obviously.
there's that other side, I forget.
but Ashley Madison,
Yeah,
where they're looking for affairs.
right, and they're married, right,
Mhm.
right. So be specific on your needs and wants and preferences.
The opening line, I think we discussed it.
Oh,
Did-
yes, but we didn't tell our audience.
Like, here's an example, keen traveler looking to find a like-minded companion. Would be-
Nice. So your opening statement or line should be, should grab
Be
someone's attention.
grabber.
An attention grabber, right, right. It's like if you're doing a thesis in college, the first part you do is the informative part. So this should inform whoever is looking what you're like.
Right. So, for example, there's another one, is fun, lively musician seeking brains and humor.
Nice, nice.
That-
So
it-
something
it-
catchy,
Catch you in.
right,
'Cause once
grabs you.
It grabs you, brings you
Right.
in, and then they want to read your profile.
Right, I think that's great. So that is very important to grab someone's attention. Yeah, the opening
The opening line
Line.
and your photo.
and your photos, right?
Photos, I think, are so important.
Right. No, I think that the photo is very important because that's gonna tell you about their character. If they're lying, they're gonna put a 20-year-old picture.
And make sure you take a really good photo.
Yeah, not professional,
Right,
just a good photo.
A good photo.
A close photo,
right, a close photo.
right,
Not a photo of you 25 feet away.
right. And not with other people, just alone,
Right.
right,
I mean, I think that, honesty,
right,
compatibility,
yes. Putting
right,
your needs out there and your wants on what you are looking for in a relationship, casual, serious.
right.
You want somebody to marry you. You have to, like you say, be honest.
That's so important because you can't
number
hide
one.
it.
No. Number one is, like you're saying, the photo, the opening line, and honesty.
Right.
I think those are the 3 crucial points of a profile. Being honest about who you are is gotta be number 1.
Because, the minute, if you're dishonest, the minute you meet that person, you're already
I
turned
wouldn't
off.
trust them. If somebody lies to me, why would I trust them?
Right,
I wouldn't.
right. You see a person, he's bald, and there was one
And-
picture, or
yeah.
another thing is they put a hat on.
Right. And that to me is
And all their photos were with hats on.
yeah, right. So that is a big red
There's
flag.
nothing wrong with being bald.
No, there's nothing wrong.
but-
Some women like bald men, you know?
Exactly.
It's what you like, and there's nothing wrong with any physical appearance that anybody has is nothing to be ashamed of. It's who you
No.
are.
It's who you are.
It's who you are.
Yep. Do you think we covered everything?
I think we did a good job. I think you did great research. I
Thank you.
think your points are very valid, all of them, and very impressive, all the research you did. So kudos to you, Greg, great job. And I think that this is going to be very informative for anyone that is trying to work on a profile. So thank you so much
You're welcome.
for all of your research and information, valid information. And I hope everyone has enjoyed this video and learned some important points that Greg made about doing a profile. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, Greg. And please subscribe and hit the like and hit the notification button so you receive my videos, because I have my job at the Y. I work a couple of days a week, and so my videos might not be up every Monday at 5 like they used to be. So I'm going to try to put a day aside that I will let you know that the videos go up. So just look for me. Right now they're probably going to go up on a Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow is Sunday. I might get a video up tomorrow too. So thank you for watching, everyone. And thank you again. Thanks a million, Greg.
Thank you.
So happy to have you on my
Pleasure.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Love you. Have a great day.